I'm on my latest firmware, and I'm going to hook up. Shouldn't take too long. Let me know how long that takes to get off. Finally off. I'm going to shut my camera down. Going to turn it on one more time. Let me know how long it takes to go off. It becomes quite annoying when you use your microphone. If I come over here to the DJI Osmo Action 5 and I set up my microphone, I'm set up. I'm going to shut my camera off because it's only fair to turn it back on to show you the microphone. It's on the very top, very small. For a number of seconds, it's off. So I'm going to go back to the, you got it, the Pocket 3, and set up. We're good to go. Today there is new firmware. I'm going to load the firmware by DJI. I want to shut off this camera. I don't want this one to be on and choose my Pocket 3. I'm going to connect. Join. We're joined. Hit the camera. And I don't see any firmware. It was told that there was firmware today. Let's go back to Home, Profile, About. We're on version 2.1.4 of the Pocket 3 MIMO. So let's check the firmware, and there is. But before we download firmware, let's go back to the camera, and now you see the firmware come up. And let's open up where we could see our firmware. I sometimes don't know where to look at given times. So what I'm going to go do now is I'm going to look at my camera and look for the firmware that way. I'm on firmware version 01.04.08.02. That is the camera's version 10.00.40.11. I'm going to go back, get the firmware, and read you what the firmware says. What's new? Optimized wireless microphone audio settings. If stereo is enabled, only one wireless mic transmitter is connected. Osmo Pocket 3 will duplicate the audio to both tracks. With DaVinci Resolve, we had issues, and this gentleman, Steve WB, had issues getting it into DaVinci Resolve. 2 tracks to make it one so he could have a stereo. They resolved the problem for the gentleman and all. Added an option in settings to enable or disable the press and hold shutter button to cancel recording feature. This feature enables by default. What does that mean to you? That means if I went here and did a recording and I accidentally did what I do on the Pocket 2 and hold it to delete, you lose that recording. That is a user issue. DJI has finally listened to the customer and made it happen to get rid of it and enable and disable it. We've been asking for that for the longest. Added the background download feature for files in the DJI MIMO app. To use this feature, update the MIMO app to the latest version. I didn't ask for that. Did you ask for that? That must be something new. and I don't know what it is. Optimize the autofocus performance. This does that continuously when you're just out there 3 feet, 4 feet, whatever. It hunts. So they corrected it. And of course, fix some minor bugs. I don't need to do any little testing. I already did a test before and after. So we're going to see a new feature, but it never mentioned anything about what we asked way before we asked for the record. So not many people use a standalone mic and mind the pop-up messages. If DJI has not resolved this issue, and I hope this gets publicly addressed, that you know how DJI works. Real slow. Installing the firmware to find out. We're going to see how long it takes to get done. I love and I hate my camera. I don't blame DJI, but this over here, if it had a twist and lock to prevent that little looseness, it is what it is, man. I like this tripod better than the one that they have. This is from a Inky Falcon or Inky Falcon Plus. It's a little longer, does the job for me, and easy to hold. Like I said, I don't love this. It took them a long time to get firmware out. We're almost done. DJI needs to add live stream communication skills. Never going to happen. Action 1, Action 2, Action 3, Action 4, Action 5. Never going to happen. Well, we're almost connected here, all that good stuff. And I could take a picture here and put this up there. I'm recording this as we go. The percentage, I love how it just stays locked on. It's got to say update sooner or later. Don't touch anything. Let it finish its update. We're done. So I can shut this off. I don't need that. We're all set up and our mic is disconnected. We're reconnected. And DJI, we'll see that again because now we got the updated there. We're going to shut this off. And you count how long that mic stays on, that message. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Never corrected. DJI just does not want to hear us. If you're upset that the DJI Mic 2, the pop-up message is annoying, let DJI know below. They should fix problems that people ask for, not just one. They should fix other problems, and they don't. But let's do the recording. And let's get rid of that. And how do we get rid of that? So I'm going to swipe down. First thing I see is a wireless mic. Gimbal set up. Rotate screen. Wearable mode. Slider control. Self flip. Press and hold shutter record button to cancel recording disable. Hit the record button. We're recording over there. And no matter how long I hold it, it will reset your camera. If I come back here,
Forward button.
at least I got my video,
Over there.
and I have the annoying mic in my way that's not going away. So they have fixed the problem. And maybe in the future we'll see it fixed again. Enjoy your update. Thank you, DJI. You're the best.